Once upon a time, in a world not so different from our own, stories were told to teach, to warn, and to entertain. These tales, known as fairy tales, have enchanted generations of children and adults alike. But beneath their whimsical exteriors lie dark origins that many would find disturbing. Consider the beloved story of Cinderella, a tale of hope and transformation. In its earliest versions, the stepsisters didn't merely try on the glass slipper. They mutilated their own feet, cutting off toes and heels in a desperate attempt to fit. The prince, guided by the blood-soaked shoe, ultimately chose Cinderella. Snow White, the fair princess saved by true love's kiss, has an equally grim history. In some early renditions, the evil queen was forced to dance in red-hot iron shoes until she died, a punishment far more brutal than the Disney version suggests. The Little Mermaid, a story of sacrifice and unrequited love, originally ended with the mermaid dissolving into sea foam after failing to win the prince's heart. Hans Christian Andersen's tale served as a metaphor for his own struggles with unrequited love. Sleeping Beauty's story is perhaps one of the most unsettling. In earlier versions, the princess wasn't awakened by a kiss, but by the birth of twins, conceived while she was unconscious. This disturbing narrative reflects the harsh realities and dangers faced by women in medieval times. Even the seemingly innocent tale of Hansel and Gretel has its roots in the very real horrors of famine. During times of extreme hunger, there were reports of parents abandoning their children or even resorting to cannibalism to survive. These dark origins serve as a reminder that fairy tales were not always meant for children. They were cautionary tales, reflecting the harsh realities of life in times past. They dealt with themes of survival, morality, and the consequences of one's actions. As these stories evolved, they were sanitized and adapted to suit changing societal norms. The gruesome details were smoothed away, leaving behind the sparkling, family-friendly versions we know today. Yet, knowing the true origins of these tales doesn't diminish their magic. If anything, it adds depth to their enduring appeal. These stories have survived centuries, adapting and changing, yet still capturing our imaginations. So the next time you read a fairy tale, remember the hidden horrors that lie beneath. For in these dark origins, we find reflections of human nature, both its cruelty and its resilience, reminding us that even in the grimmest of tales, there is always hope for a happily ever after.